So it's my life, and that's kind of what I want to share with you this morning. If I can, the power of making decisions and deciding what you want, and then being in relentless pursuit of that. So, is this true for you? When you make up your mind, you never give up. And that's what I want you to think about that. Is that true for you? When you make up your mind, you never give up. Um, a made-up mind is a very, very powerful tool. But so often in our lives, we become half-hearted in the things that we say that we want. It's getting to be the end of January. How many of you are still totally committed to your New Year's resolutions? Pretty soon we're going to start seeing the parking lots in the gyms are going to start getting more empty, right? Because people, when goals and desires get tough, sometimes we get lazy or decide that maybe something else is more important. So I want to talk to you about how do we make up our mind and stick to the things that we want so that we can have the success that we desire. And the first thing is we have to become committed and resolute to achieving what we want. We have to have, I'm a person of faith. You might not be. You might use a different word than faith, but in my mind, we have to have complete faith in our ability to achieve our goals. We have to believe for ourselves that we can do it. If we have that belief in ourselves and then we are resolute to achieve it, we have put a stake in the ground, we are committed, we are willing to give un unrelenting commitment to achieving that goal. Nothing is going to get in my way. When I combine those two things, complete faith that I can do it, and then activity and a commitment to that activity that is relentless, there's really nothing that can stop you from achieving your goals. So, where do you notice in your own life that maybe this is a struggle, that you've said that you wanted to achieve something, but you haven't really found yourself that committed to it? The second thing we have to have in order to make up our mind and actually achieve is we have to focus on our wins. Sometimes, some days, wins come easy, right? And sometimes wins come hard. So when we have a day when maybe wins are coming hard, could we just go out and create a win? Right there in that moment, is there something you could do to create a win so you have something that you can focus on? A win that you can focus on. So if we are committed, completely committed, and have the faith in ourselves that we can achieve, and then we focus on our wins, focus on the things that we are doing. And then the third thing we have to do is seek to be around like-minded people. If you want to level yourself up, hang out with people who have leveled themselves up, right? Find yourself in rooms and with people, associating with people who are going to bring you up. Now, this might also mean that sometimes we have to look at, are there people in our lives and our circles that we have to eliminate? We have to distance ourselves from them. In the relentless pursuit of our goals, do we need to get rid of some of the negativity and the people who might be bringing us down? That can be really hard. And yet, it is a critical component of reaching our goals. We have got to surround ourselves with like-minded people. The fourth thing that we have to do is we need to plan for doubts, setbacks, and discouragement. It's going to happen, right? We're all human. We all stumble. And so we're going to plan for those things to happen. Oh, when you recognize you're having a bad day, okay, here's a bad day. I knew one was coming. It's okay. I'm going to focus on my wins. I'm going to go find my tribe, my people that will lift me up, and I'm going to remind myself that I do have the faith in myself and the commitment to achieve, and I am in relentless pursuit of those goals. And I think the last thing that's so important in all of this is we need to inspect what we expect. So as we're working to achieve, and when we make up our mind and have a decision that we've decided we want, what is the evidence that we are achieving? What is the evidence that we are moving in the right direction and that we are find the evidence that supports what we're doing. So I believe that all of us are great and we all have greatness within us and more really than we even recognize. We can do more and be more and achieve more than we even can recognize in ourselves. Other people, have you ever had somebody say, just like Daniel said, the great Vicky Christian? Okay, I don't see myself like that. And yet, I appreciate Daniel saying that, especially as I'm going to get on here and tell you I want you to do something, right? But we don't see in ourselves what other people even see in us. So that's why it's so important to surround ourselves with people who think that you're great because you are great. So when we surround ourselves with that, with those kind of people, and we focus on the things that really matter, there's really nothing that we can't achieve. And I really, really believe that that's true. And so that's my challenge to you. Make a decision and then stand firm in that decision. Put a stake in the ground and give yourself the opportunity to succeed. As we have this new year, the market is changing. Hope we feel like it's for the better, right? Interest rates are getting softer. All these things are positive. Go has so many opportunities for us to be successful and to thrive in the real estate business. What do you want out of it? I tell my agents, as Daniel said, I'm the productivity coach here at the Flower Mound office. I have lots of agents in my program, and I tell them all the time that this real estate business, it's a very expensive hobby, especially in December, right? It's a very expensive hobby in the end of December. So how about if we make it not a hobby? What if we make it a business? What if we pull ourselves up by the bootstraps, make some decisions for ourselves, and go out and seek greatness? Go out and make a difference in your life and in somebody else's life because that is the opportunity that is before you, and it's what you have to offer. And I just without knowing most of you, like I know two of you well, and two of you I recognize. And otherwise, most of you don't have your screens on, so I wouldn't know if I saw your face, if I recognize you. But how can you level up? Even on this huddle, when you take the time to get on here, what if you turned on your camera? How would you show up differently in your life if you could do that? So that's my challenge to you. Make a decision and go get it. Be relentless in the pursuit of that. And I know that you can succeed. And I know you have great support in Bobby and Daniel here to help you and Candace to help you. So that's what I got for you today.